Snow fell gently outside, blanketing the quiet streets in a fragile layer of white, while inside a nearly empty restaurant, a female cop sat alone, her uniform crisp but her heart heavy. The soft hum of Christmas music clashed painfully with the ache in her chest, a lonely melody to accompany a life spent protecting others, yet often overlooked herself. Officer Mia Hart had spent the entire week running from one emergency to another, saving lives, breaking up fights, and chasing criminals through icy alleys. Yet tonight, sitting in the warm glow of twinkling fairy lights, she realized that even heroes could feel invisible. The clatter of dishes and the occasional murmur of the few remaining patrons only deepened her sense of isolation. She nursed a lukewarm coffee, wishing for some small sign that the world still had room for quiet, simple kindness. If you believe in the power of kindness and second chances, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Grandma Dearie, because stories like this remind us why compassion matters. Outside, the city bustled with families and friends, laughter drifting in through frosted windows. But Mia, after years of dedicated service, had grown accustomed to being the one everyone depended on, yet no one ever counted on in return. The holiday decorations in the restaurant, the tiny ceramic reindeer, the flickering candles, the miniature pine trees perched on every corner, felt almost mocking, a reminder of a warmth she hadn't experienced in years. As she stared at her reflection in the polished surface of the table, the reflection staring back looked weary, defeated, almost broken. She had been through countless dangerous situations, yet the danger she felt tonight was far more subtle and insidious. The danger of loneliness, of being forgotten, of questioning if her sacrifices meant anything at all. The restaurant's soft bells chimed as the door opened, revealing a man in a simple janitor's uniform, his breath visible in the chilly night air. He paused, glancing at Mia, and something in his eyes, gentle, unassuming, compassionate, made her sit up a little straighter. This was no ordinary janitor. There was a quiet strength about him, the kind that didn't shout but simply radiated warmth. He carried a mop and a bucket, but in his gaze Mia sensed something else, a willingness to see her, really see her, in a world that often didn't. For the next few minutes, he quietly went about his work, sweeping floors and wiping counters, never intruding, yet never leaving her alone. Mia found herself watching him, captivated by the way he moved with intention, a kind of dignity in his small tasks that seemed to defy the insignificance the world had thrust upon him. She realized she had spent so long fighting chaos outside that she had forgotten how profoundly small acts could heal. As the minutes stretched, the janitor finished his cleaning and quietly approached Mia's table with a tray. On it was a small cup of steaming cocoa, a perfectly baked cookie, and a simple note that read, "You matter. You are not alone." Mia's eyes welled up. It was such a small gesture, yet in that moment it felt monumental. She had faced armed criminals, rescued victims, and yet a single act of kindness from a stranger struck deeper than any danger ever had. It reminded her that even on the loneliest nights, the world could still offer warmth, that even unnoticed hearts could touch another life in ways no one would forget. Mia lingered there, feeling a fragile hope stir inside her. The janitor smiled, a small, knowing smile, before returning to his routine. The restaurant seemed to shift, the air itself lighter, as if the spirit of kindness had seeped into every corner. The soft glow of the Christmas lights now felt like an embrace rather than a mockery, and for the first time in a long while, Mia allowed herself to breathe, to hope, to feel the weight of loneliness lift, if only slightly. Life for Mia was never easy, and she knew the road ahead would still be filled with trials, sleepless nights, and moments where no one would notice the sacrifices she made. But she also understood that kindness could arrive unexpectedly, that sometimes it was the simplest gestures that could change the course of a person's day, or even their life. She found herself smiling, not at the cocoa, not at the note, but at the realization that she was not invisible, that the quiet human connections that often went unnoticed were worth more than accolades or recognition. Days later, Mia returned to the same restaurant, curious, hoping to catch a glimpse of the janitor who had unknowingly restored her faith in human decency. She found him quietly mopping the floor, humming along to the faint Christmas music, the same gentle warmth radiating from him. She approached, heart racing, and left a simple thank you on the counter, knowing that sometimes gratitude itself was the only currency needed to honor acts of true kindness. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you of the small, beautiful ways people can change each other's lives, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let the spirit of giving, understanding, and simple compassion spread far and wide. Before you go, leave a comment telling us about a time someone's small act of kindness changed your life. Every story matters, and every heart deserves to be seen. That Christmas, under the soft glow of restaurant lights and the gentle fall of snow outside, Mia understood something profoundly human. Heroism isn't only about saving lives in dramatic moments. Sometimes it's about showing up, noticing someone's pain, and making a choice to act with kindness, even if the world isn't watching. That night, a female cop found solace in a simple act. A janitor reminded her that humanity wasn't lost, and together they proved that even the smallest gestures could ignite hope that burns brighter than any holiday lights.